You've been in this situation before 3 years ago, and it was kind of not the way you wanted to end it. Can you sort of take us through the day leading in, the feelings, your emotions? I don't know if you ever talked about it before, but can you take us through and trying to play through what you did and just the aftermath of it all?
Yeah, well, I would just say the entirety of my freshman year, I didn't play the way I wanted to. I felt like I wasn't, myself. I was kind of a shell of myself. And I think especially in the Final Four, the pressure I put on myself, the nerves I had, like I've told people before that I barely remember the Stanford game, and that was such a huge moment. I don't remember much of it. I was just so nervous. And yeah, we went to dinner the night before the championship game, and I don't know what, I was the only one who got it. I don't know if I had food poisoning or what, but I was up all night throwing up, and it was awful. I didn't go to shoot around. The doctor tried to put an IV in me. They used like every needle we had because they couldn't find a vein. I was so dehydrated. So that was, and I hate needles, so that was traumatic in its own. But yeah, so I was exhausted during the game. Even like I was already nervous, already worried about how I was going to play, and then I was so tired. I felt like I was pulling a truck, and so someone asked me yesterday, like, I got to play in the national championship game my freshman year. Is there any like lessons or advice, like something I would take with me? And I said absolutely nothing. Like I want to leave that game in the past, and I want to do nothing the same. That's exactly why I'm not gonna have Brussels sprouts tonight, because I had a Brussels sprout come out of my nose. Too much information, but I plan on enjoying tomorrow. I plan on having fun with my team. I plan on remembering it. It's gonna be a special day. So yeah.
Take a moment today to enjoy this.
We're going in order, folks. Raise your hand if you want to ask a question. You're next. Go ahead.
So it's just you, like, wasn't thinking about that, Brandon?
No, yeah, it was just me. I don't know what it was.
Azzi, last night Gino said a 12th national championship wouldn't change his life in any way, but for you guys, winning a first, how do you think it might change your life?
I mean, that's what we've all dreamed of since we were younger. It's why we all came to Connecticut with that one goal in mind. And so I think being able to accomplish that, I mean, it would mean everything to us to be able to win it with this team specifically, do it for our upperclassmen. I mean, we've been through so much together, so to be here is incredible. And we're not done, we're not settling. Like, this is not, the end goal is not to make it to the national championship, the end goal is to win it. But yeah, with this group, it would mean everything to us.
Two unrelated questions. What do you remember from the stage in that 2020 not championship game that you were at?
The only thing I remember from that game is like I felt like I couldn't move, and then Paige doing everything. I felt like it was like Paige was the only one there, and I mean everyone was there, but I felt like she was like trying to carry us on her own, and she did what she could. But I mean that was a really, really tough South Carolina team, and she couldn't do it on her own, and there wasn't enough of us there to help her.
How would you compare where she's at now, maybe?
Yeah, they can do
Yeah, I think she's in an incredible place right now mentally, and I think she's somewhere where she's kind of untouchable in a sense, and I think that's extremely powerful. If physically, like you already know, like no one can guard Paige, but mentally no one can stop her as well. I think that is super powerful, and we can all see just the way that she carries herself, the way she walks about, just everything, whether it's in the hotel, with just hanging out with us, in practice, in games. You can just tell she has this sense of I don't know the word, but like she just, this sense of confidence that she never had before, and it's like a different level. She's always had confidence, but different level of confidence, and so to see that, I think it also just spreads to all of us. Like she has confidence in herself and in us. Like if she believes in us, like why don't we believe in us? And like I think it spreads to the entire team.
At least you got to play next week. Aubrey out for that. all talked about evaluation for her, but to get her to this final to play that one last game was
It's incredible, and I think, like I've said, like we all want to win a national championship, but just that extra motivation of doing it for our upperclassmen, and like you said, she couldn't play that year. I feel like this group, this team, especially the upperclassmen, like we've been bonded by trauma and all these injuries and just hardships that we've had to go through and deal with and get through together. So to be able to be here and have almost everyone healthy and be able to contribute and be on the court and play is even more incredible. Just to look at everything we've been through and see where we are now and be in this national championship game together, and I think it's just special.
John has the next question. Raise your hand if you're going to ask a question. And
Azzi,
you'll be
going back to the not changing with another championship. When you're being recruited, a lot of things are maybe, I don't know if they're promised or offered or suggested. You can't promise a national championship, but have they delivered on everything that they said they would deliver to you from a coaching staff standpoint, or is it been even more because everything you've had to deal with in your career so far?
Yeah, they've 100% delivered on everything that they said they would. I mean, like you said, you can't promise a national championship, but you can promise, becoming a better player, being coached every single day, being pushed every single day, and that's exactly what I've gotten. I wouldn't change anything. What we've been through is difficult, but I think we've grown in areas that we couldn't have expected and couldn't have predicted. So I would say being here has definitely lived up to what I've hoped.
South Carolina, right? You guys played them earlier this year, but how much stock can you put into what your team was then when you played them? Obviously, it was a great result. But I think that was kind of the time of the year where Gino was saying, I don't know what I expect of this team. I don't know what they're going to give me. So how do you compare that team to now?
That game was a lot of fun, but I think that was kind of just the turning point, the tipping point for us, and for us to really, realize our potential, see who we are, what we're capable of. And I think, I know that we have grown a lot since that game. We've gotten a lot better, and so I'm sure the South Carolina team as well. So I think that was just a pivotal moment in the season for us. But going into tomorrow and going into today, that game was nothing. Sorry,
It's a Brussels sprout.
gosh, that's not funny. Oh my. No one drank for us.
No, it's all yours. Brand new. Promise.
So going into tomorrow, that game means nothing. We're both completely different teams now. We've had a lot of learning, a lot of basketball's been played in between. So tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be tough. It's going to be super physical. It's definitely going to be a grinded out kind of game. But I think that just everything we've experienced this whole season has prepared us for this.